pure.
And
use it lightly.
Even when you start using Kiss Express on anybody, I mean any new client or anything, you gotta ask them like, are you allergic or you know?
Oh hell
You
yeah!
never know.
Guys, real quick, if you're on YouTube, big shout outs to you because you guys are getting a full experience of Hair Choppers Radio. And right now I have the flyer up for 2K Knockout Barber Battle again. For those who are competing, it's $1,000 cash prize.
Oh my god.
VIP tickets to the Connecticut Barber Expo 10. Baby list clippers that haven't came out yet, and a trophy and a bag full of goodies. Oh my God, man! God bless whoever wins this.
I'm throwing some stuff in there too, so be ready.
Yep. God bless.
That Buddha trimmer might be in there.
Oh.
The Buddha trimmer. Oh my God.
Yo, shout out to 360 Yeezy, son. I don't know if y'all see Keno at 360 Yeezy going back and forth.
That video has gotten me so many freaking views and funnels inside my website to the point where I have to order it like 3 times. Like everybody was like, "Oh, I need to try." I'm like, "Okay, here you go."
Yo, man, I was like, what is 360
It's
Yeezy?
crazy.
All I see is him going.
At first,
And then he goes and throws it in the garbage. And I'm like,
at first he did
no.
at first he did the video, cut a hand on the line, he threw it to the garbage. Everybody like, oh my god, Kino. I'm like, I'm not the only one that's selling this video. Who we got it from? But he never said anything. But anyways.
So the first time he used it, he didn't have to modify it.
Yeah. The next day, the dude was like, he loved the trimmer. He was gonna throw it again, but then he's like, nah, I'll keep it.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
And that's when everybody started hitting me up like, yo, he just kept it. I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? I'm trying to do orders here. I'm trying to work, and everybody, but my timeline my messages got flooded with just, I know he's
when I saw it, I was like, I gotta hit Keno up.
It wasn't a bad thing at all. It was good because everybody wanted to see who I was. So that really made my day. Like, yo, you don't even know.
Yeah.
He brought so many people to my website. It was crazy. So shout out to you, 360
Easy. We'll see you in the Barber Grammys.
Oh yeah.
One more thing, man. For those of you who are tuned in to IG Lives, go to Bryan, Bryan, the Barber Official, all spaced out on YouTube, and you're able to see us on the live stream right now. If you comment, if you like, there's a live chat too as well. So if you comment on there and you like the live stream from today, you enter yourself into a raffle giveaway for a 2K Knockout Barber Battle ticket. Wow. So make sure you go to YouTube, sign in, go to Bryan the Barber Official, like and comment, and you're entering yourself into the raffle giveaway for 2K Knockout Barber Battle ticket. So big shout out to that, all courtesy of Fast and Furious Spray.
This baby, man, I love it.
Man, I'm all stocked up. So for those of you again who want a spray, just hit me up on my DM. I'll get it to you. There's shipping options available. He changed it up.
This really caught my eyes when I first saw it. I'm like, whoa, it looks like a performance type thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let me try it. Once I sprayed it, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro, it's amazing, man. The first time I used this product was back in the Bronx, and I sprayed it on my clippers, and my clippers was like,
it's crazy because I follow one of the Yusuf the Barber. I know a lot of you guys know him.
Oh, Yusuf just started using it, yeah.
And no, he's been using this, and I'm like, bro, because I talked to him before, and I'm like, you got a nice setup of clippers and everything. He posted pictures, but I never seen what he uses, you know.
I'm glad I got back in touch with this dude right here, man.
I've seen people, and because I follow a couple of pages from UK. I saw barbers using this in UK.
Yeah, man. So he's giving that around, man. But a lot of people don't really know about it like that. And the fact that these barbers are using it, they really don't promote it. You know what I mean?
They don't. They
So
don't.
I'm like, I'm glad I got in touch with my guy again because now I'm like, yo, let's promote that shit out of this, bro, because we could get it out there. And I'm like, yo, you know, us here at Hair Choppers, we tend to travel.
Take a screenshot.
Yeah, we tend to travel a lot. Hit me up on my DM, man. I got tons of it. I can get it out to you, man. It's only $10 a bottle. $10 a bottle with shipping.
There you go.
So just hit me up. I get it out to you, man. It's something serious, man. So I'm glad that I got in touch with him because I'm like, yo.
I'm gonna set up a couple. I'm gonna put them on the website.
Yeah, man. Yo, as a matter of fact, I don't know, back in the days, this dude used to come around Big Pun's barbershop. And for those of you who don't know, Big Pun had a barbershop in the Bronx. And I used to work in that shop. And this is all we used to use there, man. Was this right here. And his pops used to come around all the time, man. And it's dope. He changed the logo and all that. I kind of still like the original logo.
I'm about to put this on my website right now. So if you guys are, I don't know, following my page, hit me up, and he's gonna deliver and ship them out to you.
Yeah.
So,
we're gonna have a lot more, man. So yeah, man.
that's it.
Yeah, another thing I've been seeing within the industry, there's a lot of events this year. Yo, shout outs to SoFlo Barber Expo. It's going on right now in Florida. So shout outs, Moby Morph is actually out there right now. He's a judge there. So shout outs to Miami Barber, Mr. Precise, Sky Salon. Talking about Sky Salon, shout out to you, Sky Salon, because we got a chance to interview you at the CT Barber Expo last year.
The first interview, right?
He was. After him, it was Alex Fat and a couple of other people, and then we had Tito Barbero and all that. So that was pretty dope. Phil interviewed somebody else. I forgot who it was. Shout outs to my guy World Star Barber too, man. World Star Barber is actually putting in the work with all the marketing promotion. Follow World Star Barber. World Star Barber Eddie is originally from Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island, and I went to his first event out there, which was World Star Barber, and I actually competed in that event.
I'm sorry. El Instagram de él te lo voy a decir ahora.
Oh, my Instagram, Bryan the Barber Official. Matter of fact, it's right here, Bryan the Barber Official. BRYANTHEBARBER Official OFFICIAL. That shit is long as fuck, but yo. Shit stretched like a Manhattan block.
Oh my god, and we're going to New York.
And we going to New York tomorrow, baby. Truth the Barber Artist, we coming tomorrow, baby. We see you over there, man. We might even pull a skit with Truth the Barber Artist, so stay tuned to that, man. We bring in some goodies. We bring in some goodies for the student.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Shout out for that, man. We usually travel in cars, man. We're actually taking a train in this time.
Taking the train. But you know what? I checked the weather. It's gonna be like 47.
It's gonna be nice.
And sunny.
Where's
47 and sunny.
Winter, where are you?
Wow.
Where the hell is winter?
Oh, people alone.
Yeah. It was nice today too. I came out in a shirt when I came out of the barbershop. I was like, yo, what the hell's going on?
I went to see him earlier, and I'm like, what the hell is? It feels nice.
Hell yeah, bro! It felt like the beginning of spring or something. I was like,
my wife is actually with the kids watching a movie. Oh my god, Dr. Doolittle, I think it is.
Oh shit.
Anyways,
Eddie Murphy.
I don't know.
That's Eddie
some
Murphy.
movie.
Yeah. All the fucking, all the pets talk.
Yeah, but this time I think it's with
Is that a new
Johnny
one?
Depp.
Oh, it's a new one.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Oh, they went to the movie theater?
The one at downtown.
Oh, Swallow. It was a Swallow.
God, I love that place.
Yo. I go to Berlin Picture Show because they got the seats every
Oh my
time.
god.
They got the seats every time. Oh shit, they got a new Dr. Doolittle's, man. I'm about to go watch it after this.
I went to see Jumanji. It was nice. It's funny.
Yo, Jumanji was dope. Did you see Bad Boys 3?
Yes.
Yo, Bad Boys 3 is the shit.
Oh
Nicky Jam did a
God.
Nicky Jam. Shout out to Nicky Jam. Shout out to a Body Barber. And Body Barber did everybody's haircut in there. Even though they had Halibut in Beijing.
But it's yeah.
But
It's crazy how they give him a nice role right there on that movie.
Yo, yeah, he played a cool bad guy, bro. Un bichotito, no, se seguió con esa. Pero papi, te pusieron Beijing en la barba como el diantre. Muchacho, yo dije Picasso.
Cuando cayó en el árbol se...
I was like, yo, all that fucking Beijing came off. Nah, but shout out to Body Barber. It's not easy to do something like that when you cut celebrities and all that.
Kodak Chloe says, looking for a new spray. How is that one compared to the others?
All right, so the difference between this one, between the Clipper side, the Oster, the Andes Cool Care, this specific spray right here, this actually lubricates it like it's oil. You know when you need to oil your clippers? So this actually does it for you, so it lubricates it. It disinfects the clipper from whatever bacteria that client's person had on his head. Third, it resharpens the liquid that it has some chemicals in it that as soon as your blade starts moving, it resharpens your blade as well. When you spray it on the left side and the right side of the blade on each side, it cleans out all the hair. The spray is so like, look at how that sprays out. Whoa. So, imagine. Look at the. Does Andy Cool Cares do that? Does Oster? Does Clipper Side? No, it doesn't do that. It resharpens and it cleans the hell out of your blade. It takes all the hair out. And then fourthly, it brings the power back into your clipper. You actually feel the power in your hand when you spray this disinfectant. So if you're interested, you go to KinoTheBarber.com, order on there, or you can DM me on my Instagram and we'll get it out to you as soon as possible. It's only $10 a
And we
bottle.
ship worldwide, so it doesn't matter where you're from, you're gonna get it.
Little Max Junior sí, lo vendemos por mayor también. Tengo un montón.
Oh, ese es el que está hablando aquí.
Oh, okay.
So, thank God.
Alright. Sí, los tengo por montón. Tú me dices, trae 1, 3, son 12 por caja. 12 por caja. Me tiras por DM y yo te tiro un precio. So yeah, man. I love it. I use it on my clippers. I threw away my my Andy's Cool Care. And I use Cool Care for now.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
And I use Cool Care until I found my guy again. And I'm glad I bumped into him again. It's the best thing that ever happened.
Cool Care is good. It's been around.
Cool Care is good. It's been around.
But it's nice to try something new and real good.
But this is actually, his father was a barber too. So for it to be from a barber's point of view, I love it because I like supporting that. Andy's too. You know, the guy created machines. Same thing with Wall. The Wall guy also. You know, it's been a Clipper guy, and I give it to Wall because Wall's been around for 100 years, and Wall. They started in Chicago, I believe, and
Sterling, Illinois.
Man, yeah. And that's the reason why they have the Sterling machine too, as well. They named it right after him. So that's really dope, man. Man, how many events this year?
It's crazy because that was like my number one brand.
Wall.
Then
I still love Wall. I have the Babyliss clipper. I still love it. But I still love my Walls for some reason. I don't know. Wall. I feel like the Walls are hitter.
I always go, and especially the Corda Senior. Oh my God, that's my favorite right there.
talking about machines right now. All right, so my Babyliss, the gold Babyliss, it kind of stopped working for a while, and it was put. I'm like, yo, I just got this machine. It's brand new, and all of a sudden it just started pulling hair, and I'm like, so now that I got this spray right here, right? So I open the blade, I clean it out, I spray this on it, and this actually brought the power back to the Babyliss machine. So now my Babyliss machine is actually working. But I didn't have to do that with my wall machine, with my Sterling. My Sterling, that shit, bro, I had it for the past 3 years already, and I'm like, damn, this, you know, I got another, what is it? I got another wall machine.
Sorry, I'm over here posting the merge so you can buy it from us.
I got another machine that I had with me for like, I believe 10 years now, and that wall is still going. All I did was bought a new blade, because obviously after a while you gotta buy new blades, you know, unless you sharpen it. Put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, about 10.
And it's live, baby. No editing or nothing. Look.
Going on the website.
So you know it's real.
It's going on the website. Tomorrow I'm actually shipping one out to my guy Hydro 718. Shout out to my nigga Hydro Amador.
So much orders in my house right now.
I don't even want to deal with this, man.
Please take those tomorrow morning.
Oh, shout outs to everybody that's been coming to see me and purchasing Papi Chulo's pomade. Shout outs to that, man.
Papi Chulo's pomade is the best.
Yo, that mat that he got, people are asking me for beard oils. I'm actually gonna have beard oils too. Check out PapiChuloStyle.com too as well. It's a great pomade, great brand. It's a Connecticut-based brand, so shout outs to him. Also, Kino has a dope shave gel, yo. Kino shave gel is crazy. I actually asked him to bring me one today.
My shaving gel is to the point where it's not just because it's my shaving gel, and I'm not gonna put out any company that already hit me up about.
It's better than Elegance.
Listen, I got companies that already tried it, and they're like, listen, can we work out? Can we do something? Can we? But I'm not gonna do that because it's my first product. It was the shaving gel, and you know, everybody likes it. Everybody loves it. It's the best, and it's on my website. So get it today. It's only $10.
Only $10. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty economical to me.
Just like the Fast and the Furious.
Yo, you know what I like about Kino shaving gel too? You got exfoliating beads in there.
Do you? And the smell of it?
The smell of it is great. I love it.
God.
I love it that it's not. This is the difference between Kino shaving gel and Elegance. Elegance, it's a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
It's thicker and stickier. So I'm like, I don't really like it. Like to be like that. Shout outs to Elegance. Y'all doing y'all thing. Not knocking y'all. I'm just differentiating. You know, certain barbers like using certain products in a certain way. Kino's, it's in between a little bit thick and thin. And it's just perfect to the point where when you put it on the person,
and it stays wet.
It stays wet. And then when you're shaving, Elegance one stays to stay there, and it comes on your blade. Then you gotta clean your blade off. With Kino's, it slides really smooth, and you can actually you could go through it, and it doesn't stick. And that's what I love about it. And then when I put the hot towel over it, oh my God, that's even much
right here, baby.
That's even much better.
It's right here.
It's even much better when I put the hot towel over it, man. This right here is the truth. And it's all like it says, man, all natural ingredients. And this is the truth right here, man. I love the fact that it has exfoliating beads, which is good, because when you put that hot towel over that client with this, you're actually exfoliating that person's skin. And when that hot towel opens, that warm hot towel opens out that pores, the toxins are cleaning out with the exfoliating beads, and that's what I love. So when I take that towel off, you know, I try not to take it off so I don't take off much of the shaving gel.
And that's another
But
thing.
enough for me to slide the blade
I
through.
make sure that I also use the shaving gel. I don't just sell the shaving gel because a lot of people they just put a logo or a sticker or whatever and yeah, oh, sell it. No, I use my shaving gel every day, and that's the reason I sell it. Because before I even plan to put a logo or anything, you know how many tests I did, bro? Different shaving gels, but I mean, it takes a little time to get the right one.
Yeah.
And you know, I finally got it, and that's why some people be telling they been asking me about not shaving gel, hair gel. I can do it, but it takes time because I don't want nothing that has alcohol or harsh chemicals, or you know, it takes time, and people.
It does take time. Look at me. I got a product coming out, and it's a shaving oil. It's as a shave oil, which turns into a lather. That wasn't easy to make, and I still feel I could drop it if I wanted to, but I still feel like it needs more work on it. Okay. I still feel like something's missing, you know, and it's I feel like Tyreek Jackson. Like Tyreek Jackson, he has Dash for him. And I guarantee this guy's been working on that product for a very long time before he dropped it. Because you want to prefer...
He's been around for a while, and look when he dropped it.
Tyreek's been in the industry as long as I have, I believe. 28 years we've been in the industry.
But
nice look at how long.
Out there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something, man. That Dash, it looks so high-end, and I want to try it.
That's what you want. You just don't want to throw a product out there and it's just whatever. You want to throw a product that is something that you're going to see in barbershops, something that you're going to see in your local stores, like Target, or like look at Pacino's. Pacino, simple. It says Pacino is black and white and it looks elegant.
Yeah.
Imagine putting that on a shelf on a barbershop with a nice display. How elegant is that going to look? It's going to look really nice. So that's what you want when it comes to product. Like, look at this. This is high end. I love Kino's product. Like this looks nice.
That's another thing. I
want it so
simple.
Something that's gonna look very nice on the shelf.
And simple. I don't want no crazy designs, colors, and no.
The simple, the better, I believe. Once you go with colors and all this, it's a little bit too extreme. I think the only person that's gotten away with that and made it is Leroy.
Listen.
Leroy, they've gotten out there.
If you go to a shoe store, I believe and I know because they already told me, the dark sneakers, the black ones, they're the most expensive. Why? Because everybody goes
for dark colors.
Because it's a simple color, it goes with everything. It's just nice. Now the red one, the purple one, the blue one.
You think about white because
a few people will get them, but not everybody.
Exactly. So when you think about the white, it's like, man, they're gonna get dirty. They're gonna get this. So you go through a lot of thought process. A lot of people go towards dark colors a lot. So for when it comes to sneakers and stuff like that. But it's
and I also think like for example when you're in school, you dress like all black. You know, so the black color for me is like I always identify a barber, a cosmetologist. I don't know. It's what I think. You know.
That is because if you really go to like, especially these franchises, stepping away from the urban barbers who just dress in whatever.
Sure.
When you walk in like to a Paul Mitchell, they're all dressed in black.
They're all dressed in black.
If you walk into like a Supercuts or something, they're dressed in black. You know, it's an attire
something about that black color.
I don't know. Look at me today. I'm dressed in black. Some reason I just dressed in black. Yeah.
My pants is black too. So what up?
You know, so I don't know. It's something about the black, but I believe it's because the hair. So hair sticks to your shirt. So imagine wearing a white shirt and you're cutting hair. what you're gonna see, you're gonna be full of hair.
And
At least the
I
black
don't know.
disguises
It
that.
makes you look professional too.
It does. It really does too. I like it. I like looking
I
professional.
wish I could be dressed all black every day, but then, some of my clients they're gonna be like, yo, did you take a shower? Did you take a shower?
Oh, you've been wearing the same shirt for like a whole week.
They
No, I'm
don't-
not. This is
They
not a
don't
black
know
shirt.
I'm doing the Nicky Jam status.
I bought 20 shirts for the month. Went to Walmart and bought 20 Gildens.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy,
and
but
they feel good too.
you know what? Now that we're talking about it, I feel like doing that. Buying 20 and just wear black all the time.
If you think about it, it's the best. You don't have to, like. I was reading a book, right, and we was talking about this earlier too. Last week on the shop. I was reading a book where Steve Jobs said that he always wear black and jeans, and if you see all his shows, oh my God, the internet pictures or whatever, he's wearing a black T-shirt with a long sleeve and a simple jean with some New Balance.
Some New Balance.
He
Yeah.
always wore that. The reason why is like, cause I don't got time to be picking colors and choosing. Time is money. like he's like, I can't do that.
So
He don't got time to be thinking about what he's gonna wear.
I look at these successful billionaires. I look at how they dress too, and there's something very important about. They're not really thinking about getting the new Jordans, or getting True Religions,
or matching their clothes,
or matching the clothes. Like I've set my mind to that way, and then there's something that I repeat to myself that also Tyreek Jackson repeats himself too. It's the poverty mind level. And when you're talking about when you grow up in poverty, you always want what that other person has. Instead of thinking, what do I want? Where do I want to be in life? I see that man up there. He's a billionaire. But what do you have to do to get there? You're not going to get there buying $200 pairs of Jordan, and that same day you're broke. And the rest of the week you're broke.
Exactly.
When you could have took that $200, took $50 out of there, bought yourself some food for the week, save the rest for whatever other needs you need, and then manage your money the right way. So when it comes to things like that, I think about all these guys and I'm like, I really don't care about Jordans. I really don't care about
none of that.
Having whatever is trending. So people go crazy over trends and waste money and then cry, oh, damn, I got to pay this bill and I got to do this. I'd rather just work my ass off.
I just can't see myself spending so much money for a sneaker that I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna get dirty. I probably resell it. I don't get all of that. But I mean, I'm not trying to knock nothing out of nobody because that's their problem. They do whatever they want. A person like me, I cannot do that because the money I save, I gotta invest. To make more money and to live comfortable, to live a little bit better. I can't be chasing sneakers, the new trends, the new this and that just to post it so another person can see it and be like, shit, what can I do to get that, you know?
That's true.
How he got it.
If I see if it's not an investment and I'm not getting back, if I'm not getting back from the money that I'm wasting on that, and I'm not making back, it's a total waste to me. I invest in myself to better myself in order to be in a place where my dreams are. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let's add more recording to this.
Some people, they're afraid to invest their money, but they're not afraid to spend $100 on a bottle and $300 on some sneakers and go to the club and spend like
And then in the week they're crying broke. They're crying broke, man. They just wanna you wanna look the part, but you don't have the money for the part. So when you look at guys, there's this guy, right? There's a guy. He owns the building, the plaza where we have the barber shop. So you look at this guy. This guy is driving a Cadillac from like. He's driving a Cadillac from 2006, 2005. Old ass Cadillac, bro. Just put it that way. So the guy has a lot of property. He owns a company. Owns the plaza that we have.
Yeah, you got money.
So in Windsor, you know where Amazon is?
Mm-hmm.
That whole land that Amazon's on?
Yeah.
So Amazon bought that land off of him. That was his land for $19 million. You look at this guy, and this guy doesn't even look like he has $19 million. Why? Because probably got Walmart jeans on, regular flannel shirt, and some busted ass shoes. Meanwhile, he's sitting back in his little house with his father, who's 90-something years old right now, 92, I believe. Yo, and they're like this, laying back with money in the bank, being smart about it. And I'm just like, wow, that's amazing. Like, that's what you gotta invest. You invest into things, and yo, the results are amazing once you start investing into things, and you keep managing your money the right way. You know, you got to think about it this way, man. Especially if you want to create a family, have a wife, and all this. You know, you got to think about your kids too, and how you're gonna leave your kids in the future, because you got to leave a legacy behind. You know. And that's what I think about. You know, when I do things, I think about my daughter as well. And when I think about my daughter, I think about everything that I'm doing. And it's just because I want to leave something for her. I want to leave her all set. So in case any problems she has in the future and daddy's not there to save her, daddy's still there to save her. Daddy did something that left her set for the rest of her life. And she doesn't have to go through the stuff that I went through. As long as she does it right.
To me, I mean, sorry to cut you off. There needs to be more knowledge about how to save money and how to use money. Because people, you know, you see a lot of videos of giving you motivations to do something, but they don't really talk about how to save money. They don't really explain how to use money. Because it's crazy.
Or credit. How to build credit and maintain credit. Especially when it comes to credit cards. Credit cards, when it comes to financial, credit cards are something that are something dangerous to play with. You have to understand credit cards. So, let's say you gotta, this is a little bit of something for y'all right now. Something free. Free knowledge for you guys. So, get a credit card. Let's say you get American Express or something like that. You take that credit card out, right? What's up, Lil Max? You take that credit card out. You make a small purchase. Let's say you make something 40, 60, something that you could pay back real quick. So let's say you got a Macy's, let's say Macy's credit card. You take that Macy's credit card, you purchase something $40, $60, something that you could pay off really quick, because you're trying to build credit. This is for people who are trying to build credit and have a score on their credit. So you're gonna build something like that. You're gonna purchase $40 to $60, as you say. You can even pay it before the bill is due. So let's say you purchase something January 1st and the bill's due February 1st. Usually you get 30 days to pay it back. You don't want to wait to you don't want to wait to the day of, that is February 1st, and pay it. You want to pay it at least a week before or a week and a half before. Why? Because once you pay that, by the time that payment gets there, it's going to get there by a week, a few days later, 5 to 6 days it takes to process. So when you send a payment on the 1st, it's not going to be processed 3 to 4 days later. So it's a late payment. This is how credit card companies and these companies try to play you. So it's better to do it the week before. You pay that, it gets there on time. And once it gets there on time and it's paid off completely, what happens? Boom, you paid it off. You get points on your credit score. Your credit score starts going up. Now you start. Let's say you start at like 650 credit score. So from there it starts rising up. So I think it's you get 20 points every time your credit score goes up. So this is stuff to know about.
Keep up with everything on credit card. I mean, it's not the best thing ever, but
it's a way to build credit.
Yeah.
Get one credit card, spend 40, 50. I say use your credit card twice a year. Just twice a year, and just spend the minimum. And guarantee that's going to help you, like, your credit go up quicker, man. And I learned this the hard way. Man. Yo, I took out, when I was in college, I was a student, right? And I took out an American Express, man. And that shit, at that time, credit card companies were going bananas. They would give credit cards to anybody who had like no credit and they were trying to build credit. So they gave me an American Express, and American Express was an unlimited amount. It had no limit. No, I could waste 200,000 if I wanted to. I could have bought a house with that card if I wanted to. But what was the mistake that I did? I did some crazy shit. I wasted an obscene amount of money that I had to pay back. I had to pay it back, because if not, I was hurt. Then I got rid of the card. I was like, I'm not using this card no more. If I have it, I'm gonna keep doing stupid things.
You know what I do sometimes. Not sometimes. Every time I go out, I either take $50 or leave my credit card. I don't take my credit card. If I'm going, let's say, to a restaurant or to the mall, I never take my credit card. I only take either $50 or $100. And nowadays, I mean, you could spend $50 in food or something.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's not so like before where $100 could get you a whole fucking grocery.
$100 will last me a whole week.
You know, not anymore.
Not anymore, bro. The $100 goes in one day. Especially when you have expenses, like
that's why I manage myself to you know, understand the money and how to use it, and when to use it, when not to use it, and how to have my money make more money. You know, it's just crazy, but you gotta educate yourself.
You have to, because that's people like especially poverty. Poverty people think also that people who own houses and live in the middle class, that they have money. They're also going through the same struggles as you. Right. They have to pay a mortgage, and a mortgage ain't cheap. You know, they got to make those monthly payments, and now they're losing their house. House could go in foreclosure. Bank could take it. They have to put food on the table, food in the fridge. So that's also another $200 to $300 just for the month. Water bill. They got the water bill. You own a house, you have to pay your water. Electricity. That's already 4 fucking bills. That's about, right now I'm looking at 4 fingers, and that's a few thousands there. So imagine what these people gotta do while they work so hard. And people are always like, oh, these people got money. No, they don't have money. They're just working hard to pay off their bills and just live a normal life. So why people who live in poverty have to think that way? Just, bro, get out of that situation, because we all in the same situation no matter what.
And that's one of the reasons why I think the way I think, you know, about money, and I manage myself to use it the right way, because I come from poverty. I come from the, man, I used to be in foster home. I used to be homeless, but that didn't take nothing away from me, because I'm still living, you know. So I just became a better me. Mm-hmm. And ever since I had my kids, that really changed my fucking life. Yeah. And being honest, my wife, she really changed my life, because she was like, you got potential to cut hair, you got potential to do this, do that. I didn't want to listen until some shit happened, and I realized, you know what, it's time to really do something with my life. And that's when I'm like, shit, why did I wait so fucking long to do all this? And you know,
It's true. For me, it took some time too, man. For me to be where I'm at today, man. I went through a lot of shit in life, and I'm like, and I let part of that stuff that happened to me in life, I let it depress me a little and take me to a dark side of me. But then I woke up from that dark side and said, no, this is enough. I gotta be a better myself. I gotta be. Once my daughter was born, and I went through that 2 years of being in prison in Puerto Rico, and my daughter being outside out there, knowing that I'm locked up and I couldn't even see my daughter, and just thinking about her, and I'm like, damn, I'm in here, daddy's in here, and daddy can't even do nothing for her from in here for her. So I'm like, when I get the hell out of here, I gotta better myself somehow. I gotta do something. So from here on out, life changes. All this other petty bullshit that I was doing, and trying to prove to the streets that I'm this type of man and I'm this dude and I'm the man out here, that's all bullshit.
Right.
I was like, nah, I gotta be a better me. So I started seeing people like Steve Jobs. I started seeing people like Gary Vee. I started listening to people that are very motivational and very positive. And I started soaking all that shit in.
Yeah.
I started soaking it in. The negative crowd, I started eliminating people out of my crowd. I was like, nah, I can't be around this.
You know what? There's a guy right now on YouTube, and I know a lot of you guys know him, and he's real famous. And some shit just happened to him recently, and let me tell you, it's only on the Hellcat. This guy came from nothing. He actually made some millions of dollars. This is like a kid from the hood, made millions of dollars off of Cody, because he's the one that really made all that shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But the feds took all his land. This motherfucker had like a dealership on his house.
It's like the guys from
and they took all his money. They took millions of dollars off his bank account. They seized all his cars. Within a few months, the motherfucker came back and made millions of dollars again. Have business going on, and he's still telling the feds like, listen, why are you taking this away from me and not from other people?
Exactly, yeah.
Is it because I'm Hispanic? Is it because I you see me like a minority that can be there? Like, dude, this dude was buying Lambo trucks, cash, bam, houses. He took a house, built it up real nice, and he didn't just put it out to rent. No, he took people from the hood. Really did something with the people in the hood. Another thing he was about to do, he was going to open a Salvation Army to have all his people in the hood work there and, become something.
So that's where
it's crazy
things
how
come in, because
you're gonna go after a guy.
The government gets scared
exactly,
of that.
But you're gonna go after a guy that's doing good for the people. Like, it's just bugged out.
That's how greedy. That's how greedy this government is. That's what you see out here, and that's where we live. We live. A lot of people tend to mind their own business and just let do America what they do. But there are people standing up that want to be leaders, and when it comes to leaders like that and people like that, government tends to, we got to put an eye on this guy because he's doing something that we're not doing. So that's why we're still living in this type of society where we segregate poverty, middle class, and high class. And then people with that type of money and with that type of power, like you, Trump, and you wanna. This is why we live in this society like the way we live. When there's people like that and other people that are trying to help and make society a better place to live in, where we can actually help each other. Because why there's billionaires out there like Kosh and all these billionaires that they're so greedy, they're so hungry for money.
What's the name of the owner of the Mavericks? Mark Cuban?
Mark Cuban.
Okay.
He's a dope guy.
Guess what? He started doing the same fucking, excuse my language, he started doing the same thing that kid was doing. He made himself nice billions, and he decided to, invest or whatever. But the kid is not doing nothing illegal. It's nothing. It's not a law that says he's doing something illegal. He's still going at it. Like, come on.
It's like the Napsters guy. Remember the Napsters that did the music thing?
Yeah, I remember.
And they took all their
before LimeWire and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was Napster. Napster really was the one that messed up the whole game.
They did something and they took all their money. They took everything away from them.
And they were like, how he's making so much money? How he's making so much millions of dollars, and he's giving out free songs.
Well,
he's giving out free music.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how. And how you do this. You build up a website. The website put the free music or whatever, and how you make money with the traffic and advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
Once you go download that music or that song, whatever you want, as long as you end up in that website, I'm getting paid. So that's how you make money. You think, oh yeah, he's giving out free songs or whatever, how he's making money.
Every stream,
you make money with advertisement. Artists do it the same thing. When you replay a song or a video of an artist, it has a print, a digital print, where they get money too. Even if you screen record it, trust me, man, you'll be surprised the way you make money just by.
Listen to the knowledge being
social
dropped.
media is crazy.
Yeah. We only talk about barber stuff here, man.
And
we talk about everything.
People be like, yo, how the hell people are getting paid?
It's crazy, man.
Advertisement. It's the same with, let's say, for example, a nice app that I really love is DJ Lobo. DJ Lobo, he doesn't do what Pandora does. Pandora will stop your music and have a commercial. Guess what he do? As long as you're playing his music, you're not gonna get a ad or anything.
Or nothing, yeah.
But if you go in the app, you see the ad on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's a smart motherfucker right there. He's not, no, I'm not gonna stop the music because people want to keep hearing the music.
You want to hear the music.
As long as you playing that music, I'm gonna get paid.
Yeah.
Look at the yellow.
He's doing it smart. He's doing it smart because he's having the advertisement, and the company that's advertising, they're paying him for that. So the app is free, so you can listen to music free all day. But when it comes to people like Spotify and Pandora, they want you to pay for them, and they also want to get paid from the people who they want to advertise on their stuff.
Yeah.
So it's vice versa. So there's a lot of ways to play and make money out here, man. It goes the same thing for barbers. Barbers, guys, you want to make money. It's just like we have to.
I'm sorry. Some people wonder why the news, sometimes the articles, headlines, it's like, oh, they killed 1,700 people, and I'm like, whoa, what? Let me see what, because they want you to go in there. They want you to go in there. Yeah. Once you're in there, they get paid.
They got you hooked.
Yeah.
They got you. They threw out the.
Like, oh, come on, man.
It's like when you fishing, you're throwing out the bait to the fish, and once you hook them, you got them hooked. You reel them in. You know. So it's the same thing for barbers, man. You always want to have, when you have that customer walking through your door. Once you have that customer walking through your door, you got to make sure you greet that customer. Hello to him, you welcome him, you're making him feel welcome. Explain to him, listen, if there's someone available, there's someone available. If not, have him. That's sad, man. So how you explain to your to the client that's just walking in. Listen, we have a few appointments. If you're busy at the moment, if you can wait 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is, you do that. But that's how you make money as a barber. A lot of people throw me this question at DM, like, yo, Bryan, like, how you become a 6-figure barber? I don't really have the answers to that. I've just gotten lucky. And I've taken advice from veterans, man. Veterans more than me. I've been 20-something years in this, but I learned. I'm still learning. This whole event thing we're doing. I'm still learning how to do an event. Just because we got a pretty cool event and we got it to this size, it wasn't easy. It's not easy. It's still not easy. I'm still stressing. Y'all don't know what I go through when I shut down this Instagram and I shut down the YouTube and I shut down hair choppers. Kino's going off probably after this to go do packages.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
And get ready for New York.
And we got to get ready for New York tomorrow. When I get off of this, I'm going to promote 2K knockout barber battle and get on that and all that. And my wife might kill me at the same time because she's like, you just did the hair choppers, you did this, and you're not giving me time. But see what I mean? Us as barbers, I just don't want to be the barber behind the chair. I'm looking to outside the box because I'm not comfortable with just being comfortable. I get really unstill because I'm like, I could do way more. I could do this and I could do that. And I have goals. I have goals of where I want to be. I have goals of what type of life I want to live and a lifestyle that I want to lead. You know, so I have to do things. I got to keep motivating. If I see Keno down, I'm like, I'm bringing so much positive energy to this man to bring him back up. Like, no, you're not going down on me. You coming back up with me. Like, come on. You know. So that's why I keep him around. He keeps me around, and we keep motivated people around us because it just keeps that fulfillment there for us to keep going. And bro, I'm getting old. I don't have the same energy when I had when I was 20 years old.
That's what I told a lot of people too. And most my clients, like, listen, I'm not gonna be here all my life. Like, I want to do something different. I do love cutting hair and everything, but I don't want to get to an age where I'm old and still cutting hair when I could just be shipping out stuff, collecting money at the beach with my wife, my kids, and then having a good time.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
And so everybody listening, it's not about the money. It's about living a comfortable life with your family and being set, you know. Because us barbers, and if you look at us barbers, you have to understand with that when we work, we don't have benefits. We don't have a 401k retirement plan. We don't have a union. We don't even have a social security. Now, in order for you to create this, I created something where I do have a retirement plan. There is such thing as barber insurance. So if you get hurt, I actually did it with the National Barbers. So you can go to National Barbers, which is the NABA, with National Barbers of America. They're a little bit higher than the state board. So you can do it with them. They have a barber insurance. And with this barber insurance, if you get injured, you actually get paid $200 a day if you're injured, you're missing work. Because let's say you get injured, your hand, something gets injured, something goes bad, and you can't come into work for the week. Now you missed a whole week of money that was coming into your pocket and it's paying your bills, paying your rent. But how are you going to get that back? You don't want to be stuck in a barbershop to midnight cutting 50 heads for the whole week because you have to catch up the week that you missed. So there's such thing as barber insurance. And you know what? It's only $13 a month. So if I get injured, I get paid $200 a day. I don't have nothing to worry about. My bills are being paid. I have barber insurance and all that. Social Security. Now, when you retire, we don't have 401k. We don't have nothing. So when you retire, you want to create something with your bank where you're able to put money away and not touch that money till you're at a certain age. Or you go to Social Security office and you can actually pay your own Social Security. We are freelancers. Barbers are all freelancers. We have a freelancers union though. So once you join this freelancer, you go take that paperwork to the Social Security office and you can start paying your own Social Security. So when you retire from being a barber, you could collect your Social Security. You could actually do your taxes as well. There's so much for us. And there's so much stuff out here that barbers don't really know. That it's just like, yo, they like, this is why I love having hair choppers, because we can share this with you guys. So you can get to know how we do this, you know, and you make yourself a professional. And I would love if barbers really had a barber union, in every state. because then we could actually get some benefits. We could fight for other stuff like the Teamsters do, for the construction companies and all this stuff. Like how construction companies did it. Construction companies, I forgot the name of the guy. There was a movie on him, and they actually got they got a local. It was based out of New York, and they got the first union out there. And I think barbers could do the same thing, man. And it would be so awesome because then we have something to look forward. I feel bad when I see the guy from New York. He's 104 years old, I believe,
Oh man,
and still barbering.
I saw that video.
And I'm like, damn, this guy's still standing up. 104 years old, he's still cutting hair. He should be hanging out, enjoying life, not stressing over, damn, I gotta cut hair because I don't have no social security, I don't have this and I don't have that. And I gotta cut hair to make my money at 104 years old. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be 104 and cutting hair, man. If I'm 104, I want to be in fucking Bahamas or somewhere and die there.
Once I hit 50, that's it.
That's my goal. That's exactly my goal. Once I hit 50,
either 50 or 60.
I'm sorry, clients. I got 4 other barbers at the shop. You can go to them. You know, I'm done. That's it. My ass is going to fucking Caribbean island somewhere on a beach.
Gotta go.
With a coquito. Yo, so guys, we're coming to the end of the show. It's 2 minutes in. 2K Knockout Barber Battle. March 8th going down here in Hartford, Connecticut. Make sure to get your tickets on eventbrite.com. We got VIP, we got general admission with education. Get your tickets now. It's going down March 8th, 2020 here in Hartford, Connecticut. For the guys that are competing, you're going to be competing for $1,000 cash prize. VIP tickets to the Connecticut Barber Expo 10. J Majors just sent it out to me 2 days ago. Also, Babyliss Clippers, courtesy of J Majors, that hasn't been released yet.
Oh my God!
About $1,000 in products. Oh man, food trucks, vendors, educational class. Marvin Morph will be in the building as well, so make sure to get your tickets, man. It's gonna be insane. Wow. We got an after party. My man DJ Lyrics, High Flogan, Headshot 2011, MVJT, and Jova Music will be performing live. What else we have, man? If you just want to go to the after party, it's only $20 at the cover for cover charge at the door. Saturday, March 7th, we also have a meet and greet and a special 1 hour free courtesy of Hattori Hanzo. Free 1 hour and 20-minute class with a special guest educator. Dude, that's how you can tell we've been working on this so hard, and I thank everybody that actually has supported the event as far as vendor sponsors, people that are buying tickets. I thank you so much because we put in so much work into this. It's so much, and we invested so much into this too as well. So we thank you. We appreciate you. We will show you the love when we're there. So make sure when you come back. Shout out to Brad Candy. She's a law educator from Waterbury, Connecticut. She'll be stopping by too as well. Shout outs to Papi Chulo, shout outs to Fast and Furious, Fast Pretty Furious, shout outs to my man Kino, man. Yo, y'all gotta get the shave gel. Y'all gotta get the shave gel right here. That is serious right there. So thank you to everybody for showing us. World Star Barber, Gabos, Gordito Snow Cone, La Casa Negrita, Hattori Hanzo, The Shop New and 10, MVP, Barbershop. Shout outs to Macho, he's going to be a judge too as well. Richie Cuts Industry Hair Studio is going to be a judge too as well. Jassy Sensation is going to be an educator. Shout outs to her. And she actually has an event coming out April 19th. So shout outs to her, your boy. Bryan the Barber will be showcasing at that event. It's called Hair Jam, so look out for that. That's going to be pretty dope. Am I missing anybody? If I'm missing anybody, I love you, man. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Hair Choppers Radio with your host, Bryan the Barber and Kino the Barber, man. Shout outs to you guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks, next that Sunday. So remember, every 6:30 to 8 o'clock, every first Sunday of the month, and every third Sunday of the month. So shout out to you guys. Thank you.